Jasper Jones and To Kill a Mockingbird are both extremely influential texts that push the cultural assumptions of their respective times. As both of these texts are film and novels, I'll be focusing on the film adaptations of both these texts through the focus of character and character tropes in Southern Gothic literature. Gothic writing was a genre that was popular in 18th century England among authors that presented grotesque themes with delusional and even psychotic characters. It follows the ideas of exposing the problems of society, but does so by developing complex characters. Let's start with Robert Mulligan's To Kill a Mockingbird. The film emphasizes the director's intentions through the use of Southern Gothic literature to expose the issues he saw in society, in which Mulligan used complex characters and themes to present the issue of racism and the justice system in 1930s Alabama. Tom Robinson isn't just a member of Macomb. He is also the litmus test for Macomb and society's racism and tone of stereotypes that affect prejudice. Tom is constantly restricted by his race and unable to access his inalienable rights as a human. The invisibility of Tom in society is seen through this scene.
Mr. Finch? They're gone?
They're gone. They won't bother you anymore.
When the lynch mob turns up at the jail where Tom is being held, they face off with Atticus, while Tom himself listens silently inside. It is not until after they leave that Tom's disemboweled voice comes, with Tom as an unseen, powerless object they're fighting over. The cultural assumption of believing a white woman over an African American man has led to the radicalization of many. After the 1964 Civil Rights Movement gave African Americans legal equality, the eruption of white supremacy and white nationalism rose again. This stereotypical view of giving rights to the minority will take away the rights of another group manifested and grew into violent protests. This only furthered the ongoing prejudice against African American people in everyday life. Jasper Jones is another example that toxic stereotypes are in all corners of the world and in every community. The scapegoat of the community and every crime or wrongdoing in Corrigan is blamed on Jasper, as demonstrated in the following scene.
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it. I found her. I found her here tonight. Charlie, I need your help. Help me.
Who is it?
It's Laura.
We're shot. Eliza's sister.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be here. We have to tell the police.
No, we can't.
Why not?
Because they'll say that she's been knocked around, that this is my place, that's my rope. They're gonna say it's me.
Jasper, they're the police. They won't.
Won't they? Who'd you blame first? Who did you blame first? I can't tell them the truth. This is Corrigan. Nobody will believe me.
The initial shock that is expressed by Charlie and his demeanour against Jasper is an indicator of the remarks and racism of people that do not fit in at first, reaffirming the cultural assumption of people of colour committing more crimes than white people he is in, stating, "This is Corrigan, nobody will believe me." Both Jasper Jones and To Kill a Mockingbird influence society and culture by giving light to minorities and giving a mirror to privileged audiences to reflect on how stereotypes have influenced them. The film adaptations of both these novels give a deeper display of key messages of the original intent of the novels. The cultural messages and themes are not lost in either. Narrative are the stories that are told that have the most profound effect on society and the way we look at each other. We are told narratives since the day we are born to show moral compass and develop us as people. Narratives are the best way to influence a society as adults to reject or approve of cultural assumptions.